would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run it from the gun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Morton. Makes the grab, it's Virgil. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Douglas. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Give from the gun. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Dropping back, it's Morton. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Gonna run it. It's Dupree. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another first down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Mason. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Badgers are on the move. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. Catch in the middle. It's Dupree. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
What a lucky break for...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Virgil. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Douglas. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Buys a little extra time. Got a man, it's Joyner. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Let's go! Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Virgil. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Morton. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to set up the screen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
And the Red Raiders line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the big throw. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. The snap sets up to throw. Here's a heat. Complete to the left. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
It's first down from the 11. To the air, it's Edwards. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Badgers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man on the right. Breaks into the open. The 40. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Red Raiders looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Joyner. Powers through the defender. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit.
Number 27 on the field goal.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCF found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Knights football today. Those folks in Orlando won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Calmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Got his man on the right.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
With the catch, it's Dupree. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the right. That pass is incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Finds his back in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop it 4 yards short of the marker.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Leaves it with the running back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Wisconsin, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking for room. It's Joyner. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Morton. They've got the screen set up. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Can't hang on, he muffs it.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Wisconsin offense onto the field. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. This one's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Moves around to clear up the vision. Right on the money. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. On the move to his left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Now I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mason. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass. It's Edwards. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Anthony. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That is how you step up for a defense right there. Force the turnover. Let's not make this thing get close, right? I got a 2-possession lead. I get the ball back with, close to 3 minutes remaining. I'm sitting in a great spot. Offense, go get me some first downs.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Morton. He's got him. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Miller.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Smashes through the tackle. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. And the Red Raiders back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He leaves it with his back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical to get this big stop.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players